Hello, I'm Elena. I am Ukrainian. I am the author behind this project. Initially, the goal of this project for me was to show that behind the word refugee, the word person is hidden. A word which we rarely use when we look at the people that are refugees of the war. I was inspired to create this project by the people that came here, just like me. We were united by one common grief. But we are all very different. Each one of us has their own pain inside of them and their own victory from the choice that they had to make. I want no one else to know the loss of their loved ones, their home, their homeland. So that no one else loses people that are dear to them. I want peace, I want children to be alive, I want people who are very close to you, whom you love, to be alive. I want this project to be a help for people to show their empathy and sympathy for those people that came here running away from the war. So that people will understand that we are all different, that everyone has their own feelings, own emotions. I simply want people to understand people, so that we will show more empathy and sympathy to others. If I didn't leave, I would have had two positions. If I didn't have children, I would have either been a reporter or I would have helped people. Since I have children and their safety is my responsibility, I would have probably been in isolation, fear, and I would have sat with them under these bombings. I wouldn't have gone out anywhere. Because when our region, Saltivka in Kharkiv, was bombed, there were a lot of these moments when I went out for groceries or water, and I could see how a rocket was flying above my head. I heard the most disturbing sounds that were very loud. It was very scary. You just run home without looking at the road, with thoughts so that everything is okay, so that I would make it home, and so that my children were safe. I was always on the phone. I always called my children and asked if everything was okay. I told them I was already running home. Many stores had already been closed, and to get to an open store, you had to walk 20 minutes. There were very long queues. And to get some regular bread at least, you had to wait 3 or 4 hours. We had a mall called Caravan. It's already bombed now. I still remember when I was waiting in line for bread and the bombing started. There were loud explosions, and inside the store everything was shaking and trembling. There was no signal in the store. I couldn't call my children to ask if everything was fine. I think these were the most hellish minutes that I had to go through then. I understood that if I continued to stay there, I would either go crazy because of all this, or my children would be so mentally disturbed that there would be no way to fix it anymore. It was hard to open up about this. I always thought that if the children would see me crying, they already have a hard time without this. I don't want to show them my weakness. Because during the whole road, the only words that I remember are the words of my oldest son. Mother, I am with you. Don't worry. We can do this. I will protect you. I will support you. Don't be afraid. We can do this. My 13-year-old son was telling me this, and not the other way around. We were traveling to the unknown. I didn't know what kind of country this is, what is waiting for me ahead. I was looking for some calmness and happiness for my children. Even if we didn't succeed here, I knew that I would see the sea. I would show the sea to my children, so they could understand that it can be quiet and calm here. Here they could find peace in their hearts. When we arrived to the North Sea for the first time, when my children saw the sea, I cried a lot, because I have dreamt about this for a long time. And when my child took off his shoes and started to run on the shore, he was squeaking out of happiness because he was safe and saw this for the first time. He screamed, "Yes, I am happy." Seeing the happiness in his eyes, calmness, and carefreeness, these are my most important goals in life, and I understood that I made the right decision. However, like many others, I didn't want to leave the city, leave the country. I felt like a traitor, because many have stayed there. How could I leave my close ones behind who are currently still there? They can't see anything, can't hear anything, and don't know anything. They are completely isolated. For a long time, I reproached myself for this. I reproached myself for the fact that my parents are there and suffering, and I am here. I eat, I sleep, I'm in safety. The only thing that saved me was simply convincing myself that I did the right thing, because my children will be happy because of it. They will be in peace, in silence. Sometimes you look at a picture and immediately think of your parents, who have been in occupation since day one. They have nothing, no light, no internet. They cook food over a campfire now. It's really hard when there's no mobile connection with them. Since childhood, I've had a very difficult relationship with my mother. I always thought of my father as my support, my rock and protection. I was never close with my mother like that. But now I'm missing her so much. I really want to hug her or simply hear her voice. Hear the voice of my brother, my father. It's hard to watch these videos from that region that I used to live in, which I had arrived to 3 years ago and started my life from zero. When I had to leave my children alone at home and work so I could give them something in the future. When they used to say that they miss me, that I'm not spending much time with them. My oldest son was babysitting the youngest one since he was 9 years old because I had to work and pay for the apartment. It was so hard to start. And after almost 4 years, I had to leave all of this and go to a completely different country to start my life from zero again. I remember the love and the delight that the city of Kharkiv caused in me, and how I was in love with every street and every corner. Kharkiv is so beautiful. And now you watch all of this, everything is simply destroyed. There's nothing remained from your region except ashes. First of all, I want to thank Diana's mother, because the lady that I used to live with brought me to the meeting center in Doetinchem. She introduced us to Diana's mother. She gave me hope that everything can be normal. Because I felt a lot of fear in the place that I arrived to first. I used to go to sleep with my children while holding documents and a backpack. I locked the door and hid the backpack with documents under the bed, because I didn't trust those people. And when I saw Marina, I had hope that everything might not be as bad at all. And when I met Diana, Inga, and when I started going to the meeting center in Doetinchem, I understood that here there's a completely different attitude towards people, the people that came here, to the refugees. I received hope that everything will get better, everything will be fine, and I don't have to be scared to socialize with people and trust them, because here you are shown a great mental and physical support. I'm incredibly grateful for Diana and the people that I've met here, and including you, Elena, for your meditation, which has helped me a lot to come into some balance with myself. It helped me to understand that I have to move further no matter what. I have to move forward and not become closed off, but on the contrary, develop myself.